you go from being an assistant coach to somebody who everybody wants their autograph and their photo taken with. What has it been like for you making that transition?
Yeah, last year I would say that was a little bit overwhelming, and people tell you you're not going to believe the following that you have at Penn State, and you say, okay, yeah, and then you actually witness it and experience it. So this year it's a little bit different because I did it last year and had 15 months of experience of that. And it's funny though, you're in Philadelphia a couple nights ago, you go out, walk around, nobody knows who the hell you are, you know what I mean? Of course, in Harrisburg and closer you are to State College, they recognize you. So, but it's fun. It's fun.
Well, like when you're at basketball games and stuff, and people are coming up for autographs and that sort of thing, is that uncomfortable? Or?
Yeah, I'm not. I really enjoy the people, but I just I probably have one of the worst autographs in the history of autographs. Still don't understand why people want my picture with them, but I do enjoy talking to them and things like that. But yeah, it's interesting. Just an interesting experience.
So I wanted to ask you just about, you've talked a lot about recruiting and scholarships, but I wanted to ask you about, with the NCAA kind of relaxing the rules recently, and as far as how you can kind of interact with kids, can you just kind of address how you've adapted your staff? Have you been able to add some people to your staff? Or
right.
I think Bill Cavanaugh has changed his position. Have you been able to add people to your staff, and how many have you been able to do?
We've added a couple people to our staff. Just rewind a little bit there. A lot of the deregulation that you're talking about, I think you're talking about like the unlimited text messaging, and we met as a organization of Big Ten head coaches, and I believe led by Fitzy, led by Pat Fitzgerald, we're at the forefront of getting those tabled. So a lot of that hasn't actually gone into play yet, some of those rules. So hopefully they won't go into play, to be honest with you, because some of them are, they're not good rules for Division I football. But the other question about so Billy Cavanaugh, he's doing a lot with recruiting. He's not really, none of these people are really allowed to talk to recruits or watch any recruiting film. They're really dealing with unofficial visits and things that happen on campus more than anything else. But Billy Cavanaugh's there. Then we have John Power, who's helping us in that department, and then Brenna Mathers, who's been employed at Penn State, went to Penn State, and does a lot of some of the videos you see on YouTube and things like that. She works a lot in that area. So that's basically that section of the program. Then we have a lot of what I like at Penn State. We have a lot of undergraduate students, male and female, that love the football program, that help us too. So with mailings and things like that. So it's pretty neat. Yeah.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity just to get out and meet people and see people, and so I mean, just all around, it's a good event for us as an athletic department, and also for the alumni and the fans, and to kind of get together this time of year in a relaxed setting and just talk a little Penn State and have a good time.
Cael, some people have told us that you've shown a sense of humor that they really haven't seen.
Oh yeah.
Before. Is this just a chance to get away from the competitive edge of things and kind of have some fun and maybe?
Yeah, I think I'm having fun. I mean, I'm just trying to think how you can get after the other coaches up there and give them a hard time. That's kind of the fun of it. But it's just this is to have a good time. So a few jokes, and I was looking up Chuck Norris jokes between sessions or while sitting in my room, but couldn't really come up with anything.
What was the best?
There's a lot on the internet.
What's the best laugh line you've gotten so far?
I don't know.
You won't share with us, but you'll hit it with the.
He doesn't want to give away his material.
Yeah, come on. I don't really have any. If you just sit there and pause long enough, people they get uncomfortable and they laugh. That's kind of that's my go-to.
Hey, Cael, what stands out to you the most about Bill, and is there maybe one of your better stories you have regarding Bill?
Well, I don't know if you guys were there, but after the Wisconsin game, there was, a reporter, and I'm just kidding. That's what we're giving him a hard time. I haven't been around Bill that much, other than a few meetings and just on this trip and what I've observed and read and listened to, and I think he's just done a phenomenal job with the position that he's been put in, and to be able to do what he's done with the football team under the circumstances he's had is remarkable. And to do it with a very optimistic and upbeat manner is he's the man for the job right now. He's doing an awesome job. So I'm just very glad he's here and at Penn State. Very grateful because we all know football's the engine of our athletic department, and as the football program goes, so does everybody else. So it's nice to have him leading the train there.
How much have you really gotten to know him in the last year or so?
Well, I mean, our seasons are running at the same time, so, like Cael said, I think you see him at the coaches meetings, and, we enjoy his view on certain things because he's got a view from the outside, so he doesn't really know how Penn State does things, doesn't have a real, history on those things, so it's fine to have that. So no, as Cael said, I agree. I just think he's doing a great job in a tough time. And when he came in, his press conference was as he said it was going to be. He didn't have anything to do with the past. He was here to lead the team into the future, and he wasn't disregarding the great things of the past. That he wasn't responsible for things other than he wanted to be evaluated on the things he was responsible for. And I think with the aid of a great senior class, it was great for everybody who was following the program.